The iOttie Easy One-Touch 4 Dash and Windshield promises true one-handed mounting with a rock-solid, go-anywhere hold. Either we've reached hands-free nirvana or we're signing up for another summer heat suction cup heartbreak. On paper, it sounds legit. A sticky gel suction with a two-step lock, a telescopic arm that extends to around 8 inches, a 225-degree pivot for perfect angles, and that patented one-touch lock and release. But here's the thing, impressive specs don't always survive potholes, July sun, and a heavy phone in a bulky case. I actually drove with it daily in 2 cars and hammered it on rough roads. I have put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 3 weeks of testing. Here's what the iOttie Easy One-Touch 4 claims to do. Keep your phone locked in one-handed with a single press, stick to your windshield or dash like it was born there, adjust to almost any viewing angle without shaking, and fit most phones even with cases. Sounds convenient, right? Pretty bold claims for a budget-friendly mount. You get a dashboard pad for textured surfaces, a reusable gel suction you can rinse, and a cradle that accommodates today's larger phones. But here's where things get interesting. Reality check, they claim one-handed operation. What you actually get is mostly one-handed, with asterisks. The spring-loaded arms snap shut when you press the phone onto the center pad, yes. But with a heavier phone like a Pro Max in a thick case, you'll sometimes steady the cradle with your other hand to keep it from tilting as it locks. Releasing is easy, though occasionally the arms pop open fast enough to surprise you if you're parked on a slope. Not a deal-breaker, just not magic. They claim a rock-solid hold on dash and windshield. Here's where physics shows up. On clean glass, the gel suction plus the 2-stage lever is excellent. I did highway runs, speed bumps, hard braking, no budge. On textured dashboards, even using the included adhesive dash pad, extreme heat softens the gel and the adhesive backing. After 2 hours parked in direct sun on a 90-plus degree day, my windshield mount stayed put, but the dashboard pad setup began to lift at one edge. Rinsing the gel helps restore tack, but it doesn't make polymers immune to the 140-degree greenhouse your car becomes. Let's be real here, no standard gel suction is bulletproof against that. They claim broad compatibility. Reality, the cradle fits most phones up to around 3.5 inches wide, cases included. It handled my case-clad iPhone and a chunky Android without drama. But here's the wrinkle. Side arms can press on volume buttons of some phones unless you adjust carefully, and the bottom foot needs to be lowered or you'll partially block a charging port. It's flexible, but you'll want to dial in the setup once and leave it. They suggest stable, adjustable viewing with that telescopic arm. The plot twist, when you extend the arm all the way and angle it out for reach, any mount is a mini lever. With rougher roads or stiffer suspensions, you'll see more wobble. Shorten the arm and it calms down a lot. In other words, the stability you get is proportional to how conservative you are with extension and angle. Durability claim? iOttie has a solid reputation, and the mechanism feels tight out of the box. Still, multiple long-term users report that the ball joint can loosen over a year, and the center button spring can lose snap if you're a rideshare driver using it hundreds of times a week. I didn't see wear in 3 weeks, but it tracks with how these mounts age. The good news, parts are modular and the gel can be refreshed with a rinse. The bad news, adhesives on the dash pad can leave residue if you pull it up after baking in heat for months. Consider placement carefully. Build quality, sturdy ABS plastics, a rubberized cradle, and a legit 2-stage lock on the suction base. The adjustable bottom foot is more useful than it looks. Drop it to clear charging cables or avoid home buttons on older phones. Nothing feels creaky and tolerances are decent, though the ball joint needs a firm hand to cinch down for heavier phones. Ease of use, the one-touch latch is this product's whole identity, and it mostly delivers. Press in to lock, side buttons to release. With light to midweight phones, it's effortless. With heavier rigs, you'll sometimes brace the mount while locking. Still faster than screw clamp mounts and less fiddly than magnetic plates for folks who don't want to alter their case. Adjustability, the arm extends to roughly the 8-inch range and swings on a wide arc, portrait, landscape, offset, you name it. Fully extended equals more bounce, so use the minimum reach you need. If you must set it far from the driver, windshield mounting beats dashboard for stability in my testing. Heat performance, on glass it's a champ unless you're in desert-level heat for hours. On dashboards, the included pad helps on light textures but can struggle on deeply grained or silicone-coated surfaces. Pro tip: wipe surfaces with isopropyl alcohol first, let it cure, and avoid placing over curves. Compatibility and cables. The cradle's width handles most modern phones with standard and rugged cases. Watch for side button interference and adjust the arms symmetrically. Lower the foot to clear USB-C or Lightning cables. Wireless charging is not built in here. This is a pure mount, so plan your cable routing. What nobody tells you: many 5-star reviews praise ease and hold on day one. Most 1-star reviews are heat and long-term adhesive complaints. If you live where dashboards cook, windshield mount wins. Recommendation: buy with caution. If you want a fast, affordable, one-handed mount that's great on glass and decent on smoother dashboards, the iOttie Easy One Touch 4 is still a solid pick. Pros: quick one-hand lock, broad phone fit, generous adjustability, and a usually mid-20s price that undercuts premium systems. Cons: heat can defeat the dash pad, wobble increases at full extension, and long-term wear can loosen joints. Worth it if you mount on the windshield, keep the arms short, and live in moderate climates. If you have a deeply textured dash or brutal summers, consider a vent mount or step up to a mount with a stronger adhesive disc. Stay savage out there. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got a mount you want battle tested, or want a head-to-head with the Easy One Touch 5 or a MagSafe rig? Drop it in the comments and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next field test. Drive smart, buy smarter, and I'll see you in the next one.